Shabbat Shalom. That is delicious.
So good and so easy. Pour a lot of olive oil in it and stick it in the oven.
So fish and Shabbat go together like Ramalama, Lamada, Hamna, Dinky Dong.
Peas in a pod.
Yeah, peas in a pod. That's much better. It's just part of life in Israel. It's one of the things we always have for Shabbat. And you are in for such a treat because I'm Rivki from Lev Haolam, and I'm in the kitchen with Batya Erdstein. Batya is one of our truly, really very beloved artisans. Batya, you did your first project with Lev Haolam, what, about 12 years ago?
Yeah, about 12 years ago.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Over a decade.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Batya is the most incredibly talented ceramic artist. Our Lev Haolam community always are like crazy when they receive something that you've made by hand. And I was just talking to Batya earlier, and she was just explaining how every single piece she makes, you want it to be perfect for the person who's receiving it.
I try.
It's amazing. And I'm actually, as you can see, not in the Lev Haolam kitchen today. I'm in Batya's kitchen in her house. So thank you so much for having us, Batya. We really are excited.
You're so welcome.
And why did you choose this particular recipe to show us for fish?
Well, first of all, it's authentic. It's something different. A lot of people, I don't think, are used to using whole fish. And if you don't like the idea of using whole fish with their eyeballs and everything, you could just use a piece of salmon fillet.
Okay.
And my husband said that I have to tell Lev Haolam that it's a really beautiful thing to use salmon because the Baal Shem Tov says that salmon is very much like the Jewish people who always swim upstream.
I love it. I love it. And get to our destination.
Yes. So if you don't want to use whole fish, you can just use fillet. Another reason why I picked this recipe is because it's super easy and it is so beautiful. I like using raw, just the whole piece of the whole vegetable. Sometimes people will cut it and spend many hours preparing something. I just put it together.
But you speaking my language, as the Lev Haolam community knows, I always look for the easiest way to make something, the simplest, most straightforward, because you know what? Like, we're all busy. Women are busy. Kids, family, husbands, responsibility, businesses. You have a whole business to run.
It's possible that this recipe was actually created in one of Lev Haolam's orders. Just being so crazy busy and saying, how am I going to make Shabbat and fire 300 items today? Okay, let me just put the fish and all these beautiful vegetables together, pour a lot of olive oil in it, and stick it in the oven.
Amazing. All right, so what do we need?
First of all, we picked a fish called Dennis. You see, we try to pick out smiley fish. I don't know, they're kind of smiling. And we have just a variety of fresh vegetables, garlic, rosemary, thyme, spices. If you don't have fresh, you can always use, this was like in one of the packages, right?
The green spice from
this looks
Judean
amazing.
Spices.
Salt also from Lev Haolam.
Dead sea salt.
Pepper and soy sauce.
Okay.
Oh, really amazing. Olive oil.
Yeah.
Also
This one came from the Golan Heights, from Hatzav Farm. It's a family farm in the Golan Heights. They are just the most lovely people. And Yaakov, who owns the farm, he was in the Air Force. So years and years ago, when he was in the Air Force, he would fly over that land. And now he's cultivating the land, which is very special. And then, wow, Batya, this is exquisite. You made this, yeah?
Yes.
And you guys, look at Batya. And this beautiful dish. Wow. So, okay, Batya, we are ready. What do we need to do?
So we have the fish. And like I said, you can use any type of fish. And then you just have a variety of vegetables. It doesn't even have to be such a variety. It could be anything really. And it doesn't have to be miniature. It could just be whatever you have on hand. But because it's Shabbat, we always want to make things beautiful. We always want to make the best for Shabbat. So we have a whole bunch of different things. And we're just going to pick, we have these like yellow cherry tomatoes. Stick some in there. I like to use the tomatoes that are still on the vine. I think they look very organic like that. 2 garlics, and I'll show you what I'll do with that. And a lemon, of course. And we have these little baby peppers. They're just so cute. We have to have a few of these, and it's just so pretty with all the different colors. And we have our spices, some fresh herbs. So let's take that and wash them.
Perfect. Okay, so veggies washed, and we're ready for the next step.
Okay, so I'm just gonna place the two fishies, very happy Shabbos fishies,
Yes.
on the platter.
Oh, they just told me they're happy to be on the Shabbat table.
You're gonna join us for our Shabbat meal, and I kind of just set it like that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna wanna fill this whole thing with all this color.
Okay.
So, I mean, it can't get easier than this.
Right. You're speaking my language. Every time you say this is this easy, you're speaking the Rifki language.
So like we're all artists, right?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna like pour it around, not worry really about. So we have peppers, different colors of tomatoes.
Amazing.
You can also add purple onion.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
That adds color.
Right.
And what I'm gonna do is just cut the garlic right down the middle.
Okay.
It does not matter if it falls apart. We're going for the organic look. We're not getting worried and stressed out.
So we don't have to worry if there's a little bit of skin or...
The skin doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll tell you why, because when you bake it, it gets really soft.
Okay.
You can this will dry out and then all the inside will be like roasted. And then you can just pick it out and eat it or just dip your challah into the garlic, which is gonna be covered with olive oil.
The scent is amazing. I always tell those who are watching this at home, I wish you were standing next to me. This combination of the garlic and the rosemary and thyme.
So I'll just stick it around, just kind of looking, like I said, making it beautiful.
Oh, that's really pretty. And then Batya, this is something that you often make for your Shabbat meal?
Yes, because it's so good and so easy. Why spend hours?
Right.
I mean, I love the kitchen. I really do. But maybe I would make a cake or something.
That sounds good.
So we got that. And then, you have this delicious thyme. And I'm just going to put it directly on some rosemary. Just going to make it beautiful because we want to make Shabbat so beautiful. If you don't like the fishy face, so you can just cover it with
a modest fish.
Yeah, you could just cover it with the rosemary.
So Batya, why is it that we like to make everything more beautiful on Shabbat?
Because there's a special mitzvah in actually making the world more beautiful. Like finding the most beautiful etrog for Sukkot, or making the best food, and it can be healthy, but it should be really top quality.
Wow. I make Kiddush on a Batya Erdstein Kiddush cup.
Oh, wow.
It's the sky blue cup.
Oh, nice.
I use it every Shabbat.
So that would be a mitzvah to buy something special in the honor of Shabbat.
So you're part of my special in honor of Shabbat.
Okay, so now we have a lemon.
Okay.
And I don't worry about the pits.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing it very homey. We're just, putting the lemon all around.
Right.
And letting it get all, and then as you bake it, it's just going to get really absorbed. If you don't like the pits, you could take it out, but...
Yeah, Israeli citrus. Yeah. Wow, that smells good.
Yeah, just put it like that. And you can just, for more color, just take a few slices and just put them, wherever you want to. It's so good. So now for the fun part, we're going to just bathe it in a lot of beautiful, delicious sustenance, like the oil from Eretz Israel and the salt from the Dead Sea, and just make it like really delicious.
I just genuinely feel like Israeli olive oil, there's something about because it grew in the land.
Right.
It tastes better.
Right. So
that's special.
We're just going to put a lot on. Oh, yes. You don't have to put this much on, but why not?
I love olive oil, so for me, you can never have enough.
Right.
Yeah.
And then...
It's actually, you grind it.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Put a lot of salt on.
It's actually a very mild salt.
Very nice.
As compared to other salts, so...
Beautiful.
Perfect. Is that good?
Beautiful. And then we're going to put this green spice, which is thyme, hyssop, parsley, coriander. Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, just put a lot of it on. Don't be afraid.
Right.
And
Huda makes the most amazing spice mixes.
the better,
I use them a
the
lot.
more the better.
Yep.
And just a little bit of soy sauce. You don't have to, but the lemon and the soy sauce taste so good.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
Just a little tip, if you want, you can also do orange juice. You can just pour a little bit of orange juice on it.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
And voila, we are done. Oh, the most amazing and most important ingredient is when we say something.
Okay.
So we're going to say Lechvod Shabbat Kodesh, which is actually saying in the honor of Shabbat, the Holy Shabbat. And this is not just something, this is real. Like you just say it and then everything comes out so beautiful and yummy. So you say Lechvod Shabbat Kodesh.
Lechvod Shabbat Kodesh.
Lechvod Shabbat Kodesh.
Thank you, Fishy.
Kodesh. And we also a lot of times when I'm cooking, I think about my children, I think about my family, I think about the guests who are coming, and I really want to make it good for them. I want them to sit and really enjoy, because Shabbat is also very spiritual, but it's also physical. You want to sit in a good chair and you want to eat delicious, yummy food that makes you happy.
Totally agree.
You don't, if you have certain dietary restrictions, fine, you could do that the whole week, and then you want to just give yourself a special extra little treat if you can on Shabbat.
Whenever I look at something like this too, particularly for Shabbat, I just feel like you see the abundance of Hashem, the Shefa. I mean, look at all of these gorgeous, he didn't have to make food so beautiful, and yet look how beautiful it is.
And that's why I don't like cutting really anything. I can just take this and just stick it right in there. I don't even have to cut this. It's so beautiful. So there we have it. We're going to put it in the oven now for maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
And what you're going to, for 180.
Okay.
Okay, 180 degrees. Fahrenheit.
We'll centigrade. Check out this description and see the translation. You can also see there's a link to Lev Haolam, so you can see what Batya does and what she's part of. And shortly, you're going to see this amazing fish come out the oven, yeah?
So you're going to put it in the oven for about 45 minutes. Now, because of the person I am, I don't know exact times, but it's 180 for about 45 minutes, or until you smell this most amazing smell. And then you just check it. And it should be kind of really nicely cooked, a little bit golden on the edges. The garlic should look kind of golden, and then it's ready.
Wow, this smells amazing. Holy moly.
It's boiling.
Yeah.
Bubbling.
Wow.
Rifki, you got to smell this. It's amazing.
I want you all to come through the screen into the kitchen with me and Batya. The scent is heavenly.
This is beautiful, right?
It is exquisite.
And it's just God's creation. It's just fish and vegetables and herbs put together, whole, very easy.
For Shabbat Kodesh.
And gorgeous.
Yep. Amazing. So we're going to have to taste it, but I'm a smart woman. That is sizzling hot.
Right.
So we're going to give it a second.
Right.
And then we're going to taste it. So you would, for your Shabbat table, just bring this as is into the center of the table. Yeah. And then you just serve right from there.
Yeah. I mean, we can also do this with salmon steaks, and you could dip your bread with the garlic and all this.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
And this could be a main dish, or it could be a side dish if you're used to having chicken soup on your Shabbat table, or meat.
Right.
Or, people who are vegetarians. This is perfect.
I sort of love it, and I think I'm going to do this for Shabbat, because my benchmark is always what's the easiest, most beautiful, most delicious. And the other part too is this is super nutritious. Yeah. You've got protein, veggies, the works.
Yeah.
If you've always wanted to cook like Batya, like a real Israeli, my friend, we have prepared a special recipe book for you with recipes from right here in the Holy Land. So you can follow the link in the description down below, and you can get your free, no obligation cookbook so that you can cook just like us over here in Israel. And by the way, if you have oftentimes considered joining Lev Haolam to stand with Israel and to support Israel through the Lev Haolam mission, this is the mission right here. Batya, who showed us how to cook this amazing, beautiful Shabbos dish. You can know when you receive your box that you're helping real people in Israel. You're helping to develop their businesses, because you've done this for over a decade with Lev Haolam.
12 years.
Amazing. So your first order was probably...
Like 600?
And it probably felt huge.
Oh, totally. I didn't think I could do it.
So from 600 pieces, thinking, how can I do this, to the last order was like 15,000 pieces.
Geez. These were, I think, 16,000.
Yeah. I came to Batya's studio when she was making that, and there were cups from floor to ceiling and everywhere. But my friends, this is who you help. This is who you touch. And it means that you can have a piece of Batya's handmade artwork in your home. You can touch Israel every single day, and you can stand with Israel every single day as part of the Lev Haolam community. So Batya and I are both inviting you. You're very welcome to join us. We would love to welcome you to the Lev Haolam family. So now this is the moment of truth, Batya. It looks beautiful, and I'm dying to taste it. So
go for it.
All right, oh, look at that. That looks perfect. So I guess with a whole fish, you're careful of the bones.
And this would be Shakol, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehakol niyeh bebaro.
Amen. Wow.
It's so good. All the seasonings and the juice of the vegetables get absorbed inside the fish.
I knew this was going to be good. Obviously, you wouldn't show us a recipe your family loved if it wasn't good. But my friends, if I could in some way convey to you the absolute burst of flavor.
And moist, it's very moist.
It's very moist, and oh, it's just, it's super, there's a melding of the herbs. As you said, it blends all together.
And that's why we eat it on Shabbat, because it's so good. And you see the garlic?
Yeah.
You could just like fork out the garlic and put it on your challah. Or just eat it. So good.
Absolutely divine.
L'chvod Shabbat Kodesh.
Wow. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
That is delicious.
You have to come for Shabbat.
I do.
You really should.
I really will. I'll take you up on that. Yeah.
And I'll make this.
Oh my gosh. It's divine.
Yeah.
It is absolutely divine. And you know what I love? I have to really thank you so much for sharing a family recipe with our Lev Haolam family, because this is really something special. You're touching tradition this way. So everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you.
And please share the video with people that you think will love it also. And we'll see you next time.
Could they make this and then send a picture on the comments?
Yes, you guys. If you make it, drop it.
Do it. Let's see.
Yes. And if you have a message for Batya, drop it in the comments as well.
I'd love to hear from you
She'll
guys.
see them. So you guys are the best community in the world. So thank you. Bye.